Okay, Kevin, thank you for joining me here today. I want to discuss with you, Kevin, the future of Warner Bros. Studios. I want to see what is the big movie idea that you have up in your brain. Up in your brain. Okay? Now, with the recent success of Marvel being so high and DC being so low, I want us to choose the right side of history, Kevin. Okay? Let's be on the right side of history. Okay, Kevin? Big money, Kevin. Big money. Tip top. I want to be on the tippity top of the mountain, Kevin. Tippity top. Tell me, what is your big movie idea? First off, my mom wants to say hi. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, big movie idea. Pokemon, sir. Yes, we can make a movie on Pokemon. Let me stop you there, Kevin. What is Pokemon? Yes, sir. Pokemon, sir, is a video game that many people love. Ages from kids to adults, sir. Some people like to call them Pokemon, sir. And okay, monsters. Pocket monsters. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pocket monsters. Pocket monsters. Now, Kevin, who's gonna be the voice of the main character, Kevin? Pikachu? No, Pikachu does not have a voice, sir. What do you mean that the main character doesn't speak, Kevin? That's unbelievable. Let me get the voice in this character, Kevin. Let's get the voice character. Okay, then let's go with Danny DeVito. What was that? Danny DeVito? Yes, sir, Danny DeVito. Everyone wants Danny DeVito. No, Kevin. Let's not get Danny DeVito. No? Let's get... Okay. You know what? Yes, sir. Recently, Kevin, in the past couple days, I watched a movie, and it was... I watched a movie, and it was called Deadpool, and let's get the main actor of Deadpool to be the voice of Pikachu, okay? Give me Ryan Gosling. Actually, sir, I think that's Ryan Reynolds, sir. No, that's Ryan Reynolds. It's Ryan Gosling. I think that's Ryan Reynolds. No, it's Ryan Gosling. Ryan Reynolds. Listen, Ryan Reynolds. And for the boy, I want to get Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son. Yes. You seen Jurassic World 2, Kevin? Sir, that's Justice Smith, sir. Sir, no, that's Justice Smith, sir. Kevin, you've been doing Jurassic Smith, sir. Jurassic World 2, Kevin. Okay, yes, sir. Yep. Yes, sir. Sir, son, stop calling listen me son, to me, son. Sir, stop calling me son. Sir, son, stop. Son, listen. Oh, Kevin. I don't think your mother told you. What has my mom not told me? I'm your father, Kevin. Huh? They did it. They actually did it. They got a video game and a movie, put those together, and made a video game movie. It's unbelievable. Such a thing can be accomplished. They got a talking Pikachu to work on screen.
It's because...
No, not that talking Pikachu. This talking Pikachu.
These are just choices. Another round, extra shot, black as night. Thank you, sweetie.
He talks about cocaine, and he says the H word.
Get me the hell out of here!
Now, parents, mothers and fathers, cover your children's ears when you watch this movie, because their kids are going to be hearing about cocaine and the H word. Let's talk pop! With all the jokes aside, Detective Pikachu was honestly a fantastic movie. Fantastic. I think it was one that could have gone two ways. And those two ways are bad or eh. But it went the third way. And it went from eh to great. I think it's a great movie. It's amazing to finally see Pokemon fully realized in a realistic world. I know growing up I've seen like just fan-made films of just different, Pokemon stuff, or I've seen artwork of people making realistic Pokemon, and it's just crazy to see that it has actually made it to the big screen, and it's surprising, man. It really is, and I'm really happy that they've accomplished something with this movie. By this time of the recording, they have hit around $161 million in the opening weekend worldwide sales, which is quite the accomplishment. I mean, they've already got their money back. The movie was $150 million to make. So They already got the return on investment. Now comes just the extra money for the next film. I can tell you right now, second weekend, they're going to get 300 million. Third weekend, you can be seen upwards of 420 to 500 million. Like, they're going to make some good dough off of this movie. And I'm really excited because the future for what Pokemon movies can be from here on out is absolutely amazing. And it makes me extremely excited. Spoiler free, though, to start this entire review off, do I recommend Detective Pikachu? Yes, I highly recommend this movie. It's great for the kids. I'm joking around about, not joking around. I mean, they do make jokes about cocaine, and he says the word hell and all that kind of stuff. That's what you get with Ryan Gosling. I know there was an article that was written with all the outtakes for Detective Pikachu. Could have made an R-rated movie. It is what it is. I think what they did with this movie is they made a perfect balance of a film for kids and for adults. For a film that adults can be entertained and a film for kids to be entertained. And I think it's so well done in that regard. But there is some low points of the film, and I'll get into that right now, starting with the spoilers. Watch out, dude! Spoilers coming! Detective Pikachu, obviously, it's a movie about a Pikachu that is a detective trying to look for Tim Goodman's father. Tim Goodman is played by Justice Smith. No, not Jane Smith, Justice Smith. And the entire film is them trying to find his father. At the end, they find his father. His father was actually Pikachu the entire time because Pikachu gave up his life during the car crash to take on the life of Tim's father so that way he can be safe within the body and whatever, blah, 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 blah. It is what it is. The story is shallow. I'm just going to say that right from the beginning. The story is shallow. This is not Endgame. This is not Infinity War. It's kind of weird to come off of such a huge movie and then go on to this, but it kind of was a bit of a refresher because it's kind of like, forget the story. It's all about the visuals. It's all about, man, look how cool this is to finally be in something like this, to finally be in a world of Pokemon. And I bought it. I enjoyed it. I did not need a very complicated story. So what they gave me was enough for me. I knew, honestly, from the very beginning, from the first trailer, when they first showed a car crash and they first referenced the fact that they're trying to look for Tim's dad, the fact that they never showed the dad's face in any of the trailers crawling out of the car, I knew from the start that's Ryan Reynolds. I knew it. And I can see, with that being said, that's even more proof. And in regards to my own, maybe you didn't see it. I saw it from a mile away. Again, I knew it was Ryan Reynolds, but again, didn't destroy the entire immersion of the movie for me. I still enjoyed it. Ryan Reynolds as Detective Pikachu, honestly, the smartest decision they could have ever made. It is a decision that is, one, appealing to the adults who are coming off of Deadpool and just Ryan Reynolds' witty comedy chops, and then his voice just being very much so lighthearted and connected to a character that kids love so much, being Pikachu. It was just the perfect mix, and they hit a home run with this one. Their chemistry between Pikachu and Justice Smith is honestly amazing. They do a great job on screen together. And there is some characters that do bring it down a little bit. Lucy Stevens is the one with the side dog. She's okay. Not my favorite character of the movie. I feel like she's just kind of there just to be kind of like this weird love interest to Justice, but also kind of prepare the story forward of being the one who is going to be the reporter that gets the story out there. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. She's also the kind of the person that gives Tim the energy to want to go out and go find his father. It is what it is. I wasn't quite fond with her character. And the villain, Howard Clifford, again, he was all right. He wasn't everything that I wanted him to be. But again, it wasn't about him. It was about the fact that he controlled the body of Mewtwo. And the whole story was that he thought the perfect evolution was humans and Pokemon combined together to become one. That was his decision. Just surface level. Wanted to become Mewtwo to create the next evolution of Pokemon, which is connecting humans and Pokemon together. And that was it. And his sidekick Ditto, who was kind of behind a lot of that stuff. It is what it is. My main point, though, of this whole thing is, with story aside, the Pokemon and the visuals of this movie is beyond anything I've ever seen before. And it's the coolest thing. I mean, I can't even begin to mention all the Pokemon that were shown on here. From one of the first Pokemon being Cubone, which is the coolest thing ever. That they start off with that. And the beginning of the film starts off with Tim and his friend going on, and his friend is trying to get him into wanting to become a trainer again, wanting to be infatuated with Pokemon again. So they're out trying to look for a Pokemon, and they bring out a Pokemon, and they're trying to catch a Cubone. And that entire moment, I was just smiling the entire time because I was just so happy to finally see Pokemon on the big screen. And it was so cool to feel that sense of imagination of as a kid being put on the screen. Tim walking around in the world of Rhyme City and just Pokemon being along with all the humans, and the birds were Pokemon, and it just felt so natural. It was just so cool that, you know, in a movie that you will see birds on the light post, it was actually Pokemon on the light post, and Pokemon just flying by, and a Machamp directing traffic, and Snorlax in the middle of the street, and to see Rattata just skirmishing just during in the alleyways just randomly. Like, it was so cool to just see it fully realized, and it makes me excited as to what the future has in store for Pokemon. $161 million worldwide opening is not something to laugh at. It is a big deal. This movie can be seen halfways of $1 billion in the box office, and it makes me excited as to what they have in store for the Pokemon franchise, because this is not it. Thank God this is not it. I want this movie to be a success because I want there to be a future where we get a Pokemon franchise. I want this, and I've been saying this a lot. I've been hearing a lot of people saying this a lot. I want this to be the Iron Man of the Pokemon universe. I want this to be the one that starts it off. My hope is I want to see a trilogy of the original Pokemon games, starting off with Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. Like, that's going to be the name of the movies. Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Yellow, and then that's the trilogy of movies. That'd be the coolest thing in the world, of one kid on an adventure trying to become the Pokemon master. And like, that'd be the greatest thing in the world. Detective Pikachu had to have been a test bed. It's an experiment. That's what this movie is. They wanted to test the waters to see how would a realistic Pokemon movie do nowadays. With a world filled of CGI characters, where would Pokemon live? And they found it. And I think this is such a great sign for the industry in regards to not only Pokemon movies, but also video game movies as a whole. People need to see this and see this is how you make a video game movie. Stay true to the content, and it makes me excited for what the Mario movie can be and any other kind of Nintendo movie from here on out. So, again, that's my review. I highly recommend Detective Pikachu. I give it 3 Psyducks and half an Apom. This movie was fantastic. And if you liked it, let me know down in the comments below. What did you think of this movie? And if you liked this video, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And hit the notification bell. And I'll see you guys next time to talk some more pop culture, baby.